Yeah, fair drinkum. G'day everyone, welcome to Fair Drinkum Brews. So I've been brewing for about 3 to 4 months now, and I've had resounding success with a lot of different type of brews, IPAs, hazies, which are essentially any IPA, stouts, etc. So I'm going to try my hand at a Balter XPA clone, for lack of a better term. I found the recipe on Morgan's recipe website. The link will be in the description of this video episode below. And so what we'll be using in this brew will be Morgan's Pacific Pale Ale, Morgan's Master Malt Extra Pale Extract, 500 grams of dextrose, USO 5x2 packets, as well as 16 litres of filtered water, because I'll be using 2.5 to 3 litres of boiling water to mix it all together. I'll be doing a 19 litre brew. On top of that, I'll be using Centennial and Amarillo hops for dry hopping on day 10 as well. Now, it goes without saying, obviously sterilize or sanitize, whatever word you want to use, everything as much as you can. If you think you've done enough, do a little bit more, because sanitizing is your best friend and your best weapon when it comes to home brewing. So anyway, let's get started, guys. I'll be pouring in the pale extract malt. Obviously sanitize these bad boys, even though they're just cutting it open. It's always good to sanitize. Pour it in here. Obviously it's best to have the longest before date or best before date. So this extract is best before 14th of November 2025. So that's always good and handy to have. Let's add a bit of hot water to here. Rightio, we give it a good old stir to really break up the extracts, because it's a liquid malt extract. Once you start to feel it really break up and soften up, then add your dextrose. You don't have to add dextrose, it'll still come out with a decent ABV, but I like a bit of a stronger ABV, so that's why I'm adding dextrose. I get 500 grams of dextrose provided by Ultimate Homebrew, Kincumber and Gosford. So if you're in those areas in Australia, be sure to check them out and tell them CJ from Fair Drinkum sent you. Rightio, it's time to add the actual pale ale extract. So, got a little tip for you guys if you haven't done this already. Place your spoon across your fermenter, because you can just rest the can like that if you don't cut the can all the way. And just let it pour that way. Also added the dextrose in there as well. We've mixed that through. Next stage after this, putting a bit of the hot water from the kettle into the tin to loosen it up. And of course, now that it's in there, give it another stir to loosen up the extract, because it'll be quite thick. You want to loosen that up as much as you can, get it nice and soft. And again, as with the malt extract, you want to pour some of the remaining hot water from the kettle into the tin, so you can get all of the remnants of that into the brew. You may have to take a few minutes just to really break it down, but it's worth it. Trust me. Yeah, there's still a fair bit in here. Let's loosen that up. Alrighty, and let's give it another stir. And now we're about to add our 16 litres of filtered water. Now, you don't have to use filtered water, guys. You could use your town water if you know the town water's pH and all that sort of stuff, but when in doubt, it's just use a filtered water when and where you can. Right, yeah, so here's 10 litres coming up. I'm running it along the side, that way it doesn't bubble up as much, even though it's still quite bleh. Right, yeah, that's 10 litres. Now let's use our 6. Pardon me. Rightio. Let's give it another mix round. Now remember when I said sanitize everything, I meant sanitize everything. Even though these are just to cut open the yeast, I'm going to spray them, because you don't want any risk of infection that you can possibly control. And just sprinkle all over the top like that. Second packet. Rule of thumb, I always like to use 2 packets of yeast. Rightio, let's close her on up. Rightio, so we're going to be testing the original gravity. 1.059. 0.008 is my goal. Thank you for watching, and join me in 2 weeks' time to see how it turned out.